welcome everyone to our first developer all hands of 2023. More to come, but I want to welcome you to the Eighth Wall developer community. We are all here on this call today to support you, to listen to you, and really take forward the power of AR together into the future. Something that we believe strongly here at Niantic, at Eighth Wall, is that augmented reality is for everyone. And so we are finding ways to democratize tech and democratize augmented reality, and find ways to put it in local communities around the world. And we're excited to have you here doing that with us. All right, so agenda for today. First, we'll do some introductions. I'm probably a new face to the Eighth Wall community, although I've already recognized a lot of names from the chat, and I'm excited to see you. A lot of y'all from my days at Meta, some of y'all from working with the Lightship community as well. But we will introduce ourselves shortly, or I will introduce the team, and then they will do self-introductions when they get to their portion of the presentation. And some of the things we're really going to go over today are looking back at what great product updates came from 2022, and also some of the engagements we did with the Eighth Wall developer community, and then some really exciting stuff about what's to come. There's some general housekeeping, and then we're going to open it up to Q&A. What I would say is that there's so many people on the call, the chat's already lit. So I would say in your notes, like on your computer and on a piece of paper, if people have paper anymore, write down your questions and then save them for the Q&A. Of course, like if it's something that pertains to like specific thing that someone's talking about, try to drop it in the chat. We'll try to get to it. We're all monitoring the chat, but really that Q&A section is where we're going to be able to get to your questions. So make sure you keep them in your notes, and we will get to them at the end here. All right, so who do we have on the call today? So first of all, my name is Hall Hoyt. I use they, them pronouns. I'm head of developer community here at Niantic. We also have Diana Mendez, Mish Kong, Chanel Panjdi, Joel Udwin, and we are excited to be here to support all of you. They will do little introductions about themselves as soon as they get into their content as well. But next up, I am going to pass it over to Joel, who's going to talk about what previously happened in the past quarter.
Thanks so much, Hall, and hello, everyone. How are you doing? So excited to have you at our first developer all hands, and really excited to tell you about some of the amazing things that have come out from the Eighth Wall team in the last quarter. First up, I have to talk about is Sky Effects. Eighth Wall developers can now use the sky as a canvas for WebAR to create immersive, interactive experiences in the world above you with no app required. Use the sky as a canvas to place 3D content, let users interact with larger-than-life characters in the distance, and you can get started right away by cloning the Sky Effects project in the project library. We've also recently released Eighth Wall modules, which allow you to accelerate your WebAR development by creating reusable components, code, asset, or files that your team can use across projects in your workspace. They allow you to change projects without code, manage modules across projects, and ultimately give your team superpowers by giving them a library of reusable components. One of our most recently released first-party modules was the Reflections module, which makes it really easy to add static cube maps or real-time reflections to your WebAR project. Another module that was recently released was the Lightship Maps for Web module. This module allows you to easily add customizable maps to any Eighth Wall project using the same technology as Niantic Games. So you can see here all the different themes and the different map views, just like Niantic's Pokemon Go or Pikmin Bloom, or maps you might be familiar from Niantic's first-party games. We've also recently expanded some of our VPS functionality. Lightship VPS for Web is Eighth Wall's implementation of Niantic's visual positioning system, which enables you to have near centimeter precision localization at real world locations, use the mesh of the location placed accurately to have real-time occlusion and physics at the location. Recently, we've enabled the ability to reactivate wayspots, which enables you to take a wayspot that maybe has changed over time or maybe didn't have a great localization quality and improve it by taking more scans using the Wayfair app and then pressing the reactivate button that was shown here in the geospatial browser, which is just in a tab on the cloud editor when you're inside a project. We've also worked to expand Eighthwall's metaversal deployment, which enables you to create WebAR experiences once and deploy them to smartphones, tablets, computers, and both AR and VR headsets, to work with pass-through mode on Quest Pro and Quest 2. I'm going to talk a little bit about some features that hopefully can help save you some money. We've recently introduced annual plans. Annual plans offer a discount for committing to a year of development with Eighthwall over monthly plans. And if you're a pro user, we've recently introduced a flat fee for unlimited views. And so you no longer have to worry about different types of commercial licenses. There's one commercial license, and you can go out and have a really successful campaign with lots of views and not worry about overages or anything like that. We've also made it simpler to share projects across workspaces. This allows brands or enterprises to share with indie developers when maybe they want to have the code owned within their workspace. And it also allows for collaboration between workspaces. Shared projects will show up with a shared project tab, and you can always manage who has access to your shared project. We also, this is exclusive news, later today we'll be releasing our Cloud Editor 2.0. Cloud Editor 2.0 is purpose-built to make your WebAR development more efficient than ever before, with huge quality of life improvements for developers, bringing many VS Code style features to our Cloud Editor, including IntelliSense, CodePeak, and Command Palette. You're getting the exclusive news that Cloud Editor 2.0 is coming out today, but keep it a secret between us because the marketing is only going out on Thursday. But you'll get a super amazing sneak preview in just a little bit later today. I'm going to turn it over now to Diana to take us through some amazing experiences.
Thank you, Joel. I want to start off by thanking everyone for joining us today. We're really excited to have you here, and I have the pleasure of taking you through this amazing WebAR experience created by our agency partner, Atomic Digital Design in Paris, for Steve Madden. This Maddenwood experience invites customers to meet some of last year's top stars, including Bella Poarch, Lotto, and Chloe Cherry. The experience was promoted via in-store print displays and storefront posters and featured 3 virtual worlds that corresponded to each celebrity. This next experience was created for the launch of World of Warcraft's 9th expansion and was created by Bowie and 72andSunny. The launch campaign was called Get Your Own Dragon, and it allowed gamers to pick, place, and size World of Warcraft dragons in their physical space and take pictures and videos with them. The WebAR experience was launched through QR codes on out-of-home advertising and through influencers on Instagram. And lastly, in celebration of the 2023 Lunar New Year, PF Chang's has launched a specialty cocktail and immersive AR experience, which honors the Year of the Rabbit. It's created by QReal, and users can watch the Year of the Rabbit come to life through augmented reality by purchasing the Down the Rabbit Hole cocktail in store and scanning the QR code on the accompanying coaster. I also want to thank everyone who participated in our first ever Eighthwall Holiday Challenge. We were so impressed with the projects developers created and the innovative use of our technology. Although we had several incredible submissions, there could only be 5 winners. So with that, I'm happy to announce our winners of the Eighthwall Holiday Challenge, which include the Silly Cat Orchestra by Adam Sabir, Gingy Gift Grab by Envision Communications, Jingle Bells and AR by Mal Duffin, Yizo Holiday Bee by Stagemark, and Sleigh Ride Surfing Santa by Brightline Interactive. Congratulations to everyone who participated. Your creativity and skills have helped to push the boundaries of what's possible with web-based augmented reality, and we look forward to seeing what you come up with next. All right, and then let's talk about what's to come.
Awesome. I think that's my cue. Hey again, everybody. My name is Hall. Just to reintroduce myself, I work with our learning and programs team as they pertain to developer community. So upcoming industry events, we are going to be meeting you out in real life at a few different places here in this next quarter. And then I'll get to even more industry events that are coming up. But Miami Hack Week. Many of you applied for this, and we have accepted about 25 folks into our Miami Hack Week house. It was the most applied to house across all Miami Hack Week houses. So we're excited for really the interest in Eighth Wall and the intersection between Eighth Wall and Web3. That is something that Chanel on our team, who you'll meet here in a second, is leading up. There will be 2 external events at Miami Hack Week. So if you applied to the house and for whatever reason didn't get in, or are just going to be there, you're at another house, we're going to be hosting 2 other events. So one with our team, SpotX. So we acquired them actually last year after they won Miami Hack Week. So they're our internal kind of Web3 gurus. And then Diana is also hosting an Eighth Wall event that's external from our house, that's going to be going through like what you can do with Eighth Wall, what its potential is, what the use cases are, and you can meet more of our team. We're also going to be at South by. So we have an entire Niantic house, Niantic neighborhood at South by. And we're going to be hosting some Eighth Wall workshops as well for local Austinites. And then lastly, GDC, the Game Developer Conference, we're going to have a Niantic kind of coffee shop where you can stop by. There will be different events going on, and we'll have some Eighth Wall engagements as well. So these will all be posted in Slack. If you've noticed in the past week or so, we changed the general channel to announcements. And we actually took away posting for anybody who wasn't on our team so that you would now have a place to go where you can scroll through all the announcements and none of that gets lost. So please keep your eye on Slack, the announcements channel. I'll probably say it about 7 more times throughout this meeting today. But that's where we're going to be heavily communicating with all of our developer community. All right, 2023 World Tour. So this is something that we kicked off last year as a pilot, and we did it with our Lightship developers. That's one of our other development platforms built on Unity here at Niantic. And then we brought in Eighth Wall for some of those world tours as well. We're kicking off a new world tour in 2023. It's going to be all Eighth Wall focused. Part of that world tour is Miami Hack Week. We will be having a Tokyo stop on the world tour. It's going to be a full hackathon. All of our hackathons contain workshops, office hours, cheese ball competitions, demos and showcases as well. And then we're going to host what we're calling a developer day. This is going to be down in Austin, and this is more of a half-day workshop where you work with a trusted Eighth Wall developer partner, somebody who's done really well on Eighth Wall, and you get to a finished build by the end of the day. So we'll be out in Austin doing this. Then in April, we're headed to London to do something similar. And then June will be Toronto. So we've got this Niantic Developer World Tour coming up. If we're hitting one of your cities, we would love to see you there. They're a lot of fun. And then we will be releasing in about May or June the next locations on the Niantic Developer World Tour. And yes, there are t-shirts and food and all the fun that comes with developer engagements. All right, with that, I'm going to pass it off to Chanel, who runs our North America. And at this point, because there's so many people, even from Europe here and all over the world, she runs a lot of our programming for our developers all around the world. So Chanel, your turn.
Yeah, thank you, Hall. Once again, my name is Chanel. I'm a program manager on the Niantic developer community side. And as Hall just mentioned, we have a lot of exciting World Tour stops, and we hope to see you guys in person. But if you guys can't come in person, we still have awesome virtual programming available for a global audience. So this quarter, I'm really excited to announce that we're bringing back some old programming and some new programs as well. So our goal is to host at least 2 events each month, ranging from a different type of program session. So our create sessions are learning workshops where you will be guided step by step on how to build something on Eighth Wall. Our 8 talks are virtual sessions or presentations on exciting topics that relate to the AR industry. For this month, on February 14th, we will have an 8 talk on exploring Web AR and Web3, and this will be led by SpotX and Eighth Wall. So we hope that you guys can join then, and save the date, and the calendar invites will be available shortly. And then besides that, we have a new series called Beyond Reality. This goes beyond technical skills, and it's related to Eighth Wall and Web AR. It helps developers with the opportunity to learn about business acumen and advancement on relevant subject matter. And this month, we're going to be having a session on pitching the value of AR. We're going to be joined by Nav China, the CEO and founder of Genius Ventures. He's going to tell us about how you can connect with brands, how you can successfully pitch to brands. So please keep that on your calendar as well. That's really exciting on February 28th at 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific time. And really excited to announce additional events is that we're going to be having some more community engagement activities. After the successful holiday challenge that Diana mentioned earlier on, we're going to be having a challenge in March. This is going to be held from March 31st to 31st. And you guys are going to have the opportunity to not only win prizes, but recognition in the field of AR, and more details to come shortly. And I hope to also have programming around that in terms of workshops and office hours so that we can help you successfully build these projects. And then another sneak peek is that we're going to be having local developer circles in 4 pilot cities. So we love connecting with you guys all through these kind of all hands events or virtual programming, but we also want you guys to connect with each other. And we hope that through these local developer chapters, you guys are able to grow your network, support each other, and ultimately grow a great community. So really excited for these initiatives this quarter, and stay tuned in the announcements channel on Slack. And would love to pass it on to our global learning manager now, Mish.
Hey everyone, and thanks Chanel for the introduction. So excited to see you all here. I see some familiar names and some new names that I'm really excited to get to know. I'm really excited to announce 8cademy. You'll notice we here at Eighth Wall love our 8 related puns. So in May, we're going to launch a series of tutorials, an overall learning experience to help guide you and build the bridge between what you know and what it takes to create a successful web AR experience with Eighth Wall. So each of you here, you have something to bring to the table to create a great experience. And we just want to fill in the gaps. What do you need to know about how Eighth Wall works with larger WebGL frameworks, maybe around 3D development, the brand new cloud editor that Joel mentioned, and how do you put that all together to create something like this Pizza Hut pizza box where users got to scan the box and play Pac-Man on it. One of my favorite projects to date. This is also going to be async. It's going to be self-directed. So even if you're unable to attend some of our events, you can develop and learn about Eighth Wall on your own time. This is still in progress until May. So if there's anything specific, any feedback, advice, any previews you want to see, please feel free to reach out to me directly. I'd love to hear from you, and I'm going to drop my Calendly here in just a second.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Mish. Really excited about what you're building for the developers. And as Mish mentioned, they've got a Calendly that you can sign up to meet with them. Chanel and I have also dropped that in the Slack announcements channel as well. So we'd love to meet with you. All right, FYI, housekeeping announcements channel in Slack. I told you I was going to mention it about 7 times. I think we're almost there at this point. That is where we're going to be posting everything. That is a great way to scroll through, see what's happening with the Eighth Wall developer community. One-on-ones with our team. Again, that's posted in the announcements channel. And then we're also going to be opening up a community manager position. So keep your eyes out for that in the announcements channel. And so if you know anybody who you think would be a good fit for helping with the digital community management of the Eighth Wall developer community and a few of our other developer communities as well, we would love to be connected to them. So that is all coming your way.